As a game master, one of the hardest things to do is finding new elements and new things to add to the stories so that the players are always having something new and exciting to do. Be it with new and engaging social interactions or with different combat mechanics that test their ability to strategize, or even exploration and how to make it feel like they're really discovering this new world. In my personal search of ways on how to improve my game mastering skills, I found this. And oh my goodness, it is awesome. Hello fellas and lasses, welcome to Mind of X, a show where we talk about all things geek with a focus on video games, tabletop RPGs, and film. And I do have to say, one of the things that makes us individuals is our preferences. The things we like, the things we don't like, the things that we want more of, the things that we definitely never want to experience. As players and game masters, we sort of have our preferences in how we like to play, or how we like to present a narrative, or even what kind of narrative we like experiencing. And as game masters, it's very easy to feel extremely comfortable with a certain rhythm. The problem is, sometimes we start falling into a very horrible cycle of repetition. That is when we go online and start searching for ways of revitalizing our gaming sessions. Now, there are a lot of good resources out there. There are a lot of YouTubers that put out their ideas and their discussions out there, and a lot of it is great. Heck, it's what I'm doing. But I was looking for something else. I was looking for something more, something that I could grab in my hands and as I'm playing, just draw and apply. And that's when I found Heroic Challenges. Heroic Challenges was made by LoreSmyth, and what it is decks of cards that are used to enhance your narrative. The way they do it is by presenting players with challenges and rewards. Now, there are quite a few things I like about this product, and the first thing I do have to mention is that it's system agnostic. And what that means is that it doesn't matter what system you're using Pathfinder, or you're using D&D 5e, or you're using Exalted, or you're using Monster of the Week. It doesn't matter what system you're using, they can help you by enhancing the possibilities. And the way they do it is actually pretty simple. The Game Master gives players challenge cards that they, in turn, have to try to accomplish. Each challenge card has a set of 2 challenges that the players can try to overcome, or achieve, or accomplish, or whatever. This one, for example, the first challenge it says here is win a drinking or gambling contest, and the second one is gain the favor of an NPC by using drink or food. So just with that one, it provides a lot of opportunity for players to do things that they normally wouldn't do. Now, why would they want to do it? Because if they accomplish those challenges, they get a reward. And these rewards, much like in the same vein of the challenges, have 2 sets of rewards. This one, for example, says, an NPC thief or bodyguard offers to assist you for 1 week. Or, an NPC grants unseen entry into a secret or restricted area. So the rewards are not just items or weapons or armor, it's also ways to interact with the narrative and with the world, which I think really is what rewards should be about. More on that in a later video. I really have to make that video. Anyway, according to the instructions, there's different ways of using it, but it's mainly open hand and close hand. In open hand, the Game Master gives the cards to the players, and everybody can see what everybody else has. Usually they're able to trade with each other so that people that are more adept at performing a certain kind of task are more likely to accomplish those goals or those challenges. Once the players then overcome those challenges, the GM gives them a reward for being able to do so. The GM knows what the reward is, and they're able to cash it in whenever it is appropriate and whenever the GM says, yeah, sure, use it now. The other way that you can use the cards is by having close hand. And basically what that means is that the GM gives the challenge cards to the players, but the GM doesn't know what they have. So that way, when the players have achieved those challenges, they can reveal the challenge card to the GM and say, look, I have achieved this challenge, so I would like my reward. That even makes the GM have fun, because one of the things that really bums people out for being GMs is that they don't get surprised. They're so in control of everything that happens in the narrative, with only the variables of how the players are going to react, that they don't get to enjoy this whole surprise aspect of the game. And then as soon as the player achieves that challenge, the GM then hands the reward, which the player could potentially cash in whenever, with the possibility of completely changing what the GM thought was going to happen, which also then makes the GM enjoy this surprise. And yeah, maybe the GM now has to figure out a way to include that into the mix. But the truth is that having that surprise and having that opportunity and having all these different elements be included in the narrative is amazing. So I wanted to take a little break to remind you that if you're liking this kind of content, why don't you just go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification bell icon so you can stay up to date with the videos that I'm going to release. I have a lot of content I want to release, and I would love it if you would be able to watch it as soon as I publish it. So go ahead and do that, and now let's just get going with the content. So the first time that I saw this product was on a Kickstarter. I loved it, I backed it, and now I received it. So then I decided to go into their site to see what other kinds of things they have. Oh my goodness. I do have to say, I fell in love with their products. Okay, maybe not in love, but you know what I mean. They have quite a library of things that you could buy from them, and they all seem amazing. They have adventure modules, they have resource books, they have resource decks such as heroic challenges. Actually, heroic challenges is just the core set, but it has already 2 different expansions, so it's more challenges and more rewards to add to your narratives. I don't think there's any possible way of being able to experience all of the different permutations that you could get provided alone with these challenges and rewards. So seeing how all of their different resources blend together along with your own creativity and the way that your players interact with this world, it's just mind-blowing the amount of experiences that you can have. Oh yeah, and they also have free resources. One of those resources is a campaign setting called Savage Dawn that is actually pretty interesting. I like to call it primitive fantasy. It's basically a narrative setting in which the world hasn't really advanced a lot technologically. So there are a lot of tribes, and there's still a lot of trading item for item, because according to the guide and the information, they still haven't even mass-produced coins and currency, which I think is great, especially since we don't have that kind of setting in a lot of games. So I'm super excited to finish reading through it and trying to see if I can get some people to explore that theme. Probably with a couple of modifications to match my own preferences, because, you know, preferences. But I'm really excited to try it out. And something that I wanted to mention was that LoreSmyth is not giving me any reward for this at all. It's not that they're paying me. They only know that I'm making this video because I told them through Twitter, which is right here and you should definitely follow, that I was going to do the video. But they're not giving me a thing. I really do enjoy this product, and I can't wait to have enough money to get my hands on their products so I can see them and experience them and review them the same way that I'm reviewing this. Definitely shout out to LoreSmyth. Go and check their stuff out. It's amazing. You're going to love it. And that is about that. My name is Felix Alexander. This has been Mind of X, and if you like this kind of content, do make sure you like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell icon so you can stay up to date with all of the videos that I'm going to release. And from the bottom of my geeky, nerdy, and very loving heart, have a great day, and